some questions I wanted to get to, though.
Okay, cool.
Before we move on to the next portion of the podcast. So this one comes from A1 Clacked Up 44.
A1.
That's legit.
What is it? A1 clacked up?
Yeah.
44?
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
The C is right next to the D, so I'm assuming it's the.
I got a
7.
question because I'm not sure if you can read after,
I know.
after Matt W.
I know.
Or Matt the W.
That one's going to live forever, as it should. How soon do you think Rosen will be quarterback 1 down in Miami? Love your coverage, and I've been listening to you for years now. Also, how do Nick Bosa's legs compare to Saquon's?
Oh, Saquon's, yes. Okay, first on the legs there was Saquon's, which he's referring to Saquon Barkley, of course, who has the most premium pair of legs and butt in football right now.
Your favorite?
They are my favorite.
It's a high compliment.
Bosa's are up there, though. Bosa's would probably make the top 5 power rankings. I mean, hey, go back and watch the combine. The guy's quads are a work of art, okay?
Yeah.
And for a white guy, he's got some badunkadunk back there, too. I mean, there's no reason. You can tell why he can get off the line of scrimmage. So Bosa's legs are impressive, and certainly one of the first things I saw on film. I mean, again, it translates to that position more times than not.
You were more excited about that than the quarterback question.
I think I was. Now, going to Rosen with Miami, I will be absolutely shocked if Josh Rosen doesn't take control of that situation pretty shortly, pretty quickly within learning that offense. You know, hey, the first advantage he has is Ryan Fitzpatrick's learning a new offense too. So it's not like he's going to be like light years ahead and been in the system. This is the New England offense. New England's offense is different terminology than the rest of the league. Even for a guy like Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's very smart and been in different systems, this will be his first time in a system like this where numbers are used for formations and there's a little different balancing act there. But Rosen, I just think smart kid, as we know, well documented there. And I just think, again, Rosen is talented. You know, there's a reason he was picked at number 10.
Right.
He is. I mean, he's a good decision maker, and he is a really pure thrower of the football and has a really good arm, has a better arm than Daniel Jones at number 6, okay? I'm not going to say it's Drew Lock or Dwayne Haskins to that category as far as an arm is concerned, but he certainly can make every throw you need in the playbook and then some. So it's still a good arm and a perfect spiral thrower, Paul. I always put something into spirals because
it matters.
It matters.
It does. Yes,
right?
It does.
It matters for the receiver to be able to just snatch it out of the air and catch it seamlessly and tuck it away and run with it. When a ball's wobbling and coming out of your heart, that's when you see a ball go off somebody's palm and fall on the ground and things like that.
I think it allows, it's not just an aesthetic thing. Like it allows the ball, whether it's 10 yards away or 40 yards away, it has a better chance of getting right where you want it to go.
Exactly.
If it has a good spin on it. Just like if a golfer really catches it flush and it's spinning the right way.
Right.
It has a much better chance of going
tends to land on the green where you want it to land.
Where it's supposed to.
Yes, I agreed. And that Rosen is a perfect spiral thrower, an incredibly accurate thrower.
And great balance. You ever notice when watching him, like his feet never got that close together and then had to spread out?
It's a great point by you.
They were kind of, it was a very, they moved maybe 6 to 8 inches.
It's the tennis in him. I really always look at it as a tennis. You know,
a tennis player too?
It's like he was a really good tennis player growing
Makes
up.
sense.
So I could see that in him. And he does. He has good feet within the pocket. Mobility is not his strength. But I do think, you know, like a Brady or some of those guys, he's got good, quick feet to manipulate the pocket, and I think still survive that way.
All right, so you like Rosen to start, you like Nick Bosa. He's on your man crush first-team All-American list there with the legs.
Is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ardon, 14.
Ardon, 14.
Ardon, 14, yeah. Does the Kirk Cousins contract doom the Vikings' chances for the next 2 years?
No, it does not doom the Vikings' chances. Again, did the Vikings maybe overpay for Kirk Cousins? Yes, okay, but that's the current state of the NFL, is to overpay the next top free agent at a certain position to make that guy one of the highest paid guys in football. You know, did Kirk Cousins ever deserve to be in the conversation for one or two third highest paid guy in football? No.
Bad timing.
But it's just bad timing, right? He took advantage of the situation. I'll say this. Don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? Just because he took advantage of it, don't be mad at him for being a good, smart businessman and doing all of that. You know, the system itself is to be questioned there. But no, I still think, hey, listen, we're looking at other teams that can still be very competitive with high quarterback contracts and all of that. I don't think it's a detractor, especially where the salary cap is at right now. You know, $27 $11 million, okay, for a salary cap that's getting up there towards $180 million. Yeah, it's not ideal, but I still think if you're smart, good about evaluations, good about spreading the wealth around your roster, that you can certainly still make it work. You know, and I know, hey, I'm the rookie quarterback contract thing and the Tom Brady contract certainly is the best way to go.
Right.
But that's just not realistic all the time.
Okay, let's stay in the NFC North with the quarterback. Mr. North Jersey, what kind of name do you give that?
Oh, hey, that's Eddie. What did you cross that out? Eddie Villavicencio.
I put a line between what I perceived to be the first and last name.
Villavicenzi.
There you go.
Villavicenzi. Eddie Villavicenzi. Hey, Eddie Villavicenzi. Meet up Paul Burmeister.
There we go. Okay. Good job.
Thank
Question is, do you see Mitchell Trubisky being an MVP candidate next season? Then he says, serious question.
Yeah, that's okay. I like it. I'm again, MVP candidate. Gonna say no. Mitchell Trubisky, over-scrutinized this past year, yes. Can you win a Super Bowl and be one of the best teams in football with Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback? Yes, you can.
Here's another question for you, the NFC North.
Yeah.
Next 3 years, you get one of those quarterbacks for your next 3 years in the NFC North.
Next 3 years.
Is he your guy?
No, I'm still going to go with, Aaron Rodgers.
Next 5 years.
5 years, then I would start to question a little bit. Then I might switch to Trubiskyville. That's about the edge there of where.
4?
Yeah,
4 years?
4, I still might hang with Rodgers just to go, man, he's such an elite thrower. Even though the athleticism might leave, he's still going to be able to make throws and plays with his arm that other people can't make. But Trubisky, again, I fought back with this narrative the whole year last year. Hey, it wasn't perfect. I understand it. There was times where he missed throws or made a few bad decisions. I get it. And he's always going to be held to this standard of, damn, Patrick Mahomes was drafted after you, and so was Deshaun Watson, which, again, is not Mitchell Trubisky's fault.
Right.
That's the Bears' fault. Get on Ryan Pace if you want to have that conversation. Don't blame Mitchell Trubisky. He's being all he can be. That's all he can do. He can't be Mahomes or Watson because he's not them. They're better than him, yes, but it doesn't mean you can't win a Super Bowl with the guy. It was his second year in the second offense, and it was last year, let's not forget, first of all, his rookie year, his best receiver on his team was Tariq Cohen, who was their backup running back. Literally, they were so bad at receiver at the end of the year in the 2017 season, Tariq Cohen was one of their starting wide receivers. They had Jordan Howard at tailback, they had a fullback in, they had a tight end in, and 2 receivers, and Tariq Cohen was one of them. So that's how depleted they were their rookie year. And he played very good as a rookie. Second year, we talk about new offense. All the new players they got around him, Trey Burton, Allen Robinson, drafted Anthony Miller out of Memphis. You know, it goes on and on with the guys they got him. Hey, that's not easy as a quarterback. Learning the new system, learning guys and their tendencies and what they look like when they break out of certain routes, and can I anticipate when they're coming out of the breaks, all those things. Either way, he was clutch as hell in the playoff game. He put them in position to kick in a fairly makeable game-winning field goal. And I still look at it and go, he's one of the best running quarterbacks in the sport, and his arm is strong. You know, is he a pure, accurate, always anticipating type passer? No, he needs to improve on those type of things. MVP? No, but really good quarterback, and I think can really do some damage and be successful in that offense with the Chicago Bears and Matt Nagy.
Makes me think a little bit about the Daniel Jones pick at 6, because was Trubisky really worth, with those talents, the number 2 overall pick? Maybe not. Has it been a success so far? Yeah.
Yeah,
They're winning, and he's doing a nice job. Had he gone at 12 instead of 2, it might have been an easier road up to this point.
Exactly right. But they had a home playoff game. And they
won the division.
Right, and he left them in a spot to win that home playoff game. It was double doink, and to feed off of that. Hey, when he didn't play, man, the Bears' offense looked like shit. There's no other way to put it. You watched the Thanksgiving game against Detroit. They couldn't do crap.
Yeah.
It was Strugglesville. The next week they went to New York and played the damn New York Giants, who sucked at the time. And they lost because their offense couldn't do anything. And they had a pick 6 that day. And they had something else that happened to be very favorable. Interception down near the red zone that set them up for a touchdown. So, hey, the offense looked a whole lot better when he was at quarterback than Chase Daniels or anybody else.
All right, this is the most important one.
Uh-oh.
DC 1986, who had the worst eating habits of all the teams you played on?
Oh, that's a really good one. Worst eating habits. Gosh, let's see. Okay, first one I always think of is Algie Crumpler.
And the old tight end.
Oh, big Algie.
We're like 280?
Well, he went to 280 the year I was there because his wife was pregnant. Okay, during the season. And I think he started the season off at like 265.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. He had some badunkadunk back there, so it wasn't a lot for him to pack it on. But that was one of my funniest years ever because it became kind of a running joke as the year went on because I think he might have hit 290 at one point during the year.
Maybe 3.
Because, I mean, he could have, and he could carry it. The Crumpler was a phenomenal athlete, but his wife was pregnant, and when she wanted that 12 o'clock peanut butter and jelly sandwich at night before he went to bed,
have one with her.
Why don't I make one for myself?
Yeah.
Oh, you want some ice cream, honey? Why don't I have some myself? So that is certainly one that jumps out to me. Gosh, my first year around Warren Sapp, he was definitely not a health eater. I could certainly say that. Damn, I'm gonna miss somebody here that I know I'm gonna miss out of this bunch, because there's always those guys on the team who, you know, might have the ability to eat anything because they're trying to keep weight on to play a certain position.
Right. Yeah.
Anthony Becht, my tight end, he was pretty horrible. Oh, he was pretty horrible. He'd always have like a sleeve of Oreos at training camp in his room.
Most guys were pretty horrible back then, though, right?
Yes,
it's
it wasn't
changed
the
so
same.
much.
It wasn't the same.
Yeah.
But those are a few names that jump out to me. And I always hate those questions because I'm going to get done with the podcast.
And then you're going to think of them all.
And I'm going to go, oh, wait, I forgot about that story. That's what always happens to me here.
You can bring it back.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.